See if I can't find him on iTunes.
Charles Manson. Well, you know, he's got that one-hit wonder.
See if you can find it. Seriously.
I'm pulling it up now.
I hope
Charles
it's on
Manson.
iTunes. Charles Manson iTunes.
I'm sure it's going to be just titles.
It would be hilarious if it's just got his best hits.
Killing them softly.
It's like,
yeah, it's on there.
are you fucking kidding me?
He's really got a song on there?
Shit.
Oh, my God. There
Wow, it
actually
is.
Whoa.
All right, so everybody go to iTunes.
Look at your game, girl. Lie, the love and terror. Home is where you're happy. Cease to exist. The album's called Charles Manson.
Wow, that's...
Oh, my God, it's actually here.
I got to listen to some
I
of this
wanted
music
to
at some
not
point.
believe him.
That's a full album.
It's a full 1967 remastered,
Wow.
20 songs.
Whoa.
If you guys want to listen to the Charles Manson songs,
We are on a list now for sure pulling this shit up. Oh, man. No, not that one. Do that one.
I've already hit record, so we'll see how that goes. Kevin, you're not fast enough. We need a new producer. Somebody come produce for us. I mean, realistically, what are you typing in?
What? You told me to type in.
No, just what I searched for, you fucking retard.
Oh, well, I looked for the exact thing.
You know what?
There it is.
I think we're betting on you. Tim doesn't get it.
Hey, man, you make good money.
I would. I'd be like, yeah, no, he's going to fuck this one up. Watch. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. He did it again. Fucking in comes all the confetti and shit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're actually doing it. It's fucking great.
All right, let's see if I can get on the show and talk about it, dude.
Well,
I'm
I
interested.
can't start the show yet. Kevin has to start the show.
Is Kevin in charge of that one now? That's probably not good.
Oh, my. Never mind.
No, carry on.
Skids Podcast. I call it the Skidcast. Fuck you guys.
Now it's Skidcast?
That's what I call it.
Whatever.
I call it Skidcast. I'm unofficially renaming it Skidcast.
All right.
Or Skidscast. It's got to have that extra S in there. Anyway,
Everybody's
welcome to
naming
the
their
show.
shit that now.
It's fine. I'm here, as always, with Tim. Oh, it's the wrong one. Wrong fucking button.
Gage!
Tim Gage.
Good job.
I put
Is
my
that button
hand.
stuck or something like that?
No, the other one's a loop.
It's the, yeah.
And
Kevin, goddammit.
McNichols.
That's me.
I should wait till we get to this part. Where it drops down. Wow. All right.
50
Just figured it out.
seconds
What do you mean?
Should wait for the intro to go about 50 seconds before I get to the intros of us.
Why? That's a long time.
No. You draw out the intro, and then when they intro you guys.
Oh, of us just talking?
Yeah. We
Oh.
kind of draw out the talking, and then I intro you guys because.
Oh, good
that
fade
it
out. That
drops.
was good. Oh, that was...
Wow, and then
And then
he
it goes
totally
right
fucked it up. If you would have.
It just pops right back
If
up.
you would have bet on Kevin right there, he would have done it.
You would have made some money.
He would have done it for you.
Oh, wow.
So,
Prime Day's coming up. I forgot about that.
as I was telling Kevin before the show, to bring on. So apparently now that there's a company out there allowing you to bet on the Special Olympics now, like a reputable betting online.
Yeah,
betting
they
place.
did make
Bet
sport betting legal or
online.
something like that in Washington and Oregon.
No, they. I don't know.
I think there is. The
I
sport
still
betting
thi-
is now legal.
I still think it's illegal in Washington to bet anything online. Because Washington sucks about that.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
so
it's
dumb.
Oregon, but I heard something
Oregon
about that.
would make sense.
Yeah, they're actually trying to legalize prostitution too, or they're looking into it.
Fine, I don't have a problem with
Neither
it.
do I. I'm
I don't
excited
either,
about
but
it by
it's
all
like
means.
they
You're
don't-
burying the lead.
It's
We're
like-
talking about mentally challenged people being bet on.
And here I go thinking about
Hey,
sex.
look at this, man. The
We'll get
odds-
into the prostitution thing in a second, but Jesus Christ, man.
Hey, man. I'd say the odds for Brazil are looking pretty good. Same with Paraguay.
Well, wait. Is China on there?
Nope. I think it's because they kill theirs.
Yeah, it's Oregon. Oregon does allow
They
sports
kill
betting.
theirs.
They kill
Well, I was
theirs.
going to say they'd have an unfair advantage.
I mean, that's possible.
I'm just saying based on looks. It's an
Are you
unfair
still talking about China?
Yeah.
It's real
an
quick snippet about that I thought was hilarious, and this is me a good dad moment. Not to curtail it too much, but I'm watching a Japan anime with my kids, an anime,
Yeah.
and my oldest doesn't like the American translations to it, because usually they have American actors read it.
Dubbing it. Yeah,
dub it. And so she's like, well, I'd just rather read it and listen to the actual language. Okay. And it's fucking annoying. It's really annoying. I can't stand there. I just can't stand the way they fucking talk.
But you know
Yeah.
they're not Chinese, right?
Well, Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
They're doing that.
That was more Japanese.
And so my
Now go into
daughter's
your
like,
Chinese one.
my daughter's like, well, I guess we could listen to it in English. And they got really famous English actors to do these parts. It's a Mizraki movie or whatever.
Okay.
And so it's we changed it to English, and I was like, isn't that so much better when it's human? And I didn't even think about it when I said it. My daughter kind of turns, she's like, what'd you say? It's like, well, now that's in English.
These animals attacked us in the fucking 40s.
In English. And she's like, no, you said human. I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess I did. She caught on that. Says, you don't think Japanese are human? It's like, no, they're human. It's just,
You know
I
what?
meant English.
The Enola Gay says they're
American.
not. Okay?
It's a great dad moment for me. I was quite proud of myself teaching my children racism.
All right, your timing's definitely getting better.
Throw that off, but
You
I
still
thought
need
it
to
was
narrow
fucking
that down to
precious.
like less than 70.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 pages.
But
Yeah,
so
you got to get that down to less,
And
less
know,
than a page.
Hey, well, I know now kind of the ones that we use the most.
and then get rid of most of the other
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Obviously, there's
Keep
going to be
maybe
some
a-
decent ones
keep
in
a
there.
few extras.
Yeah.
or
we can bet on
whatever,
retards now.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
I kind of feel like they did a movie about that.
Tim,
Didn't Knoxville do a
we've
movie
all
like
been
that?
betting on you this entire time.
And I've been winning.
Yeah, he's been
know?
winning.
Dude.
That's what everyone says.
I got 10
You're a
grand on
winner.
it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Glad I could, do that.
Fucking downs it through the day.
I did play a character like that back in the day called Robert Downsey.
Nice.
And everyone was like, hey, dude, do Robert Downsey.
But they didn't get you for blackface. They got you for Downs face.
And that was, Downey was saying that in his interview with Rogan. It's like, they were more mad about Simple Jack than they were about...
Yes. It's crazy. They were at the time. Everyone was mad about Simple Jack.
Yeah, they
and that.
were.
Yeah. Oh,
You
that was
know,
hilarious.
please don't hurt me,
Yeah.
Paul. Fucking, that movie's so goddamn good.
Dude, and then in 10 years or 5 years from now, they're going to find something else to be pissed off about that movie for.
Well, I hope so. I mean, that's the point of it. And that was,
Like,
he made...
don't make fun of heroin addicts.
Yeah.
Like the
It's like,
fucking
yeah,
Jack
make
Black.
fun of everybody. It's great.
Yeah.
What's wrong with booty sweat?
Dude,
Don't make fun, don't make fun of booty
Alpa
sweat.
Chino.
Yeah, Alpa.
Nice.
Yeah.
The beginning of the movie is so great because of the fact that it shows like trailers to all these other things they're doing.
Yep.
Which is awesome.
That was such
We
a
got
cool part
Jake
of the movie.
Gyllenhaal, right?
The
Was it
monk
Jake
scene. No, it
Gyllenhaal?
was Tobey Maguire.
Oh, Tobey Maguire. There we go.
That's a great
Yeah,
scene.
it's hilarious.
What was that movie called that they were doing? It was like
Satan's Alley.
Satan's Alley. That's what it was.
Satan's Alley.
They're like all holding hands, giggling, like grinning and shit. It's so
Fucking
funny.
hilarious. And then what was Tug Speedman?
Oh yeah, it was like he was like doing like the fourth or fifth.
Fat people.
No, the
that
action
was-
movie where it's like the world's
Jack
now
Black's
covered in
character.
ice and shit, and
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
every movie.
Scorcher 6.
yeah. Yes, yeah. It's like what is it?
It's getting
yeah.
a little chilly
Yeah,
in
he's
here.
like,
Some shit like
who,
that.
Who left open the fridge?
Oh, that's
whatever.
right. Some
Yeah.
dumb shit like that. But the thing is that the reason it's so great is everything's a parody in that movie. That's why.
Yeah.
This is why people with no sense of humor go, "That's bad. That's bad. That's," because they don't understand that it's parodying everything.
Sure.
Yeah, it's more and more like that now. You can't do
No,
that.
because
Oh, it's so stupid.
because people have
real
lost their
life's
sense of
becoming
humor.
so close to parodies.
Well, I think also I heard
we're in the parody world.
That's what I think. That's the real problem.
The news channel I was listening to today kind of pointed out how the left are becoming more and more bitter. They're just becoming more and more angry.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is because they don't have if they don't have anything to complain about,
they create new things.
they
to
create things
to complain.
You know?
and-
There's not a
yeah.
legitimate problem.
But that's
then they-
actually both sides.
So-
Well, it is.
So back in the 90s and 80s, it was the radical right-wing fucking
oh yeah.
Christians.
Remember Dungeons
coming in
and
attacking
Dragons is
everything.
it's
Well,
going to
yeah,
turn your
well,
kids
well-
into devil worshippers.
Yeah, they're like, oh man, things are great, which sucks. better attack these young kids and their
Yep.
fucking music.
Right.
Heavy
Just
metal.
so dumb.
It's of the devil.
Well, they still kind of do that now with shootings and violence and all that.
Well, yeah, they try to blame it on video games or something.
Sure.
It's like, no, you're right. The game that sold how many 60 million copies?
We should have
And-
destroyed
and-
ourselves by
And
that.
2 people went out and shot somebody.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you could blame it on the 2 people at
Yeah.
that point
Right.
instead of the game.
Pretty much every popular violent video game has been blamed for some horrible instance that's happened.
And even
And it's all
unpopular
bullshit.
video games.
Even
have-
unpopular
have
video
been
games,
blamed
yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what Columbine was blamed on Doom and Marilyn Manson music.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson took a lot of heat for that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah. And then there's been, a bunch of Mortal
If they
Kombat's
would have just
been
waited
blamed.
a few years,
Yeah.
it could have been like, no, it was sex stuff.
Jesus.
Hey, actually, I had read somewhere that that was all starting to go away. Like,
Well,
I
yeah,
guess-
because they somebody was found to, I think, have lied or something about
Yeah.
something, or backed off and changed their
Mhm.
story, and so other people started backing off. I think
Yeah.
is how it went.
Mhm. I
But
know
who
that
knows?
what's her name, Evan Rachel Wood was one of the most well-known.
Yeah.
Well,
She
people
met him
that were
when
involved.
she was like 19.
Yeah,
Well, wasn't she the one that sucked that director's dick
No,
in that movie?
no,
I don't know.
No, different chick.
Oh no,
way
you're,
different chick.
you're talking about. Are you talking about that movie, The Brown Bunny?
Brown Bunny.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was Chloe Sevigny or whatever. Yeah,
that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's what's his
Same
name?
thing.
Vincent Gallo, I think. I think it's
Same
Vincent
chicks.
Gallo.
Same.
I don't know. You should look that one up, because that's the name of fucking in My Cousin Vinny.
What, Brown Bunny?
No, Vincent
No,
Gallo.
it's Vincent Gambini. I thought, wasn't that it?
No, he went by Vincent Gallo because there was a guy named Vincent Gallo who happened to be
Oh.
a lawyer
Oh,
in
hey,
New York.
it was Vincent Gallo.
That's
okay, I
weird
was
that
right.
they have very similar names.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, now I got to go rewatch that movie.
Yeah.
do it. It's a good scene.
Not Brown Bunny. I'm gonna watch My Cousin Vinny again.
Oh, that's a good movie too.
I'm gonna be like, God damn it, he had the name before the other guy.
Mira Sorvino. Is that the actress?
Nope.
Mira Sorvino.
You're really good at this.
I'm terrible at this.
Yeah,
What's her name?
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei.
Yes.
There it is. Yeah.
Not the same person at all.
She's gorgeous.
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
she's still hot actually, which is crazy.
they're
'cause
doing
she's
a-
like 50.
I was watching, scrolling through TikTok, and they're building a new set for Beetlejuice.
Oh, I've heard there's
Yeah.
going to be a Beetlejuice too.
Yeah.
I
I
just
can't
didn't know it
wait
was gonna
for
happen.
new woker versions of
I know.
movies that were good.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. All these new sequels that are coming out are garbage.
Well, they're revisiting a lot of Michael Keaton's roles. I was just thinking of that. It's like
Batman.
he just pulled up Batman again too.
Well, yeah, because they're like, oh man, he was.
We want more of him.
Except they're not gonna have him in it.
Oh, is he not in
I
the
don't know. They
Beetlejuice?
probably.
Well, hopefully they don't get the dad, because you heard the stories of that guy, right?
Who?
The actor that played the dad in Beetlejuice.
Which dad?
Her dad.
Oh yeah, Jeffrey something. He was in Ferris Bueller. He was the
Yeah.
principal. Yeah, like I remember he got in trouble for like child porn or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Propositioned a kid for.
Or
fucking
that's what it
porn.
was.
Things
Okay,
happen,
yeah.
man. Sometimes you're searching and you're just like, oops.
No, he walked up to a kid and hey, I'll give you some money if I can take naked pictures of you. And the kid was like 14.
Well, at least he was being honest, I guess.
And he didn't
What the
contest
fuck?
or nothing. And like, yeah, he got convicted and everything. The guy's a fucking pedophile. He still has
That's
to this
him.
day.
Jeffrey Jones.
Yeah,
Man,
Jeffrey
there he
Jones,
is.
that guy.
And he was so good in.
He's a good actor.
Stay tuned.
I liked him.
Oh
in,
yeah,
loved him in
I
Stay
remember
No,
Tuned.
Stay Tuned.
in Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck
Yeah,
when
I
he
was-
turns
I
into
liked
the
it.
evil monster.
His role in that was awesome.
I still like Stay Tuned more.
That was. I have to pull it up.
Oh no, you just go ahead and just name off random names that aren't anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't think if it's rated R, I probably hadn't seen it.
It's a fucking good one.
Yeah.
John Ritter.
Oh, neat. No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's where they get sucked into their television, but the television programs are all run by Satan.
Oh, cool. I have
Yeah.
to check that out. I like John Ritter.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
He gets sucked into a Three's Company one in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
That's ironic.
And he's like, no! Freaking
Yeah,
out.
so it looks like they found child porn at his house.
Well, I would assume that they probably would if
And-
he got caught talking to a 14-year-old and being like,
Yeah.
hey, dude.
Yeah.
And apparently he was involved in the same probe that was also looking into Paul Reubens, Pee Wee Herman.
yeah.
So I don't know if Pee Wee Herman got in trouble for that, but
But I don't think
obviously,
so, because I think
you know.
Pee Wee Herman worst
Only
that
thing
he
he did
did
was
was
jack
jerking
off.
off at a fucking theater where you jerk
Yeah,
off.
it was like a XXX theater. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand it if you're like, we're watching the original fucking Little Mermaid in 1993 or whatever in the theater, and he just starts
theater.
jerking off in
He's
there.
smelling some kid's head.
Yeah, you're like, oh man,
Pulling
Dude,
the Joe Biden before it
dude,
was
you
popular.
cannot do that here.
Yeah.
You're like, what's the problem? I'm in my own seat.
I paid my ticket.
Look, I've got good aim.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hit anyone.
yeah.
I paid the ticket. I get to take the ride.
Yeah, look, that's what people do.
But yeah, he got blasted for that though. I remember.
Oh,
Paul
yeah, he
Reubens
did.
got lost. He lost almost everything because of that.
Yeah,
And then
he
he did that MTV appearance and
We've talked about Paul Reubens before,
Yeah.
and you didn't realize that he did Pee Wee Herman as an adult thing before Pee Wee Herman, the television show.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's fucking. And when I told you that, you're like, no,
Yeah.
no, that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, that's how he got his show.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
an adult version of the damn show, and it's not bad. It's not like you would say by today's standards, it's super tame, but
Sure.
like. Then he went to Pee Wee's Play. It's so fucking weird. But no, his original HBO special was pretty fucking funny. And they had a lot
I
of
don't think I ever saw it.
they had a lot of the characters that ended up in the show.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah,
That's
he
one
was
of his first roles. Yeah.
Phil Hartman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Good old
yeah.
Phil Hartman, man.
Yeah, dude, that
guy's
guy.
awesome.
Yeah, and the thing is, he gets his big break. Now he's starring in movies and shit. They got a television show, and then
His crazy wife.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Dead.
What's bang, 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 bang?
His wife shot him while he was sleeping.
What?
Because she
Yeah.
was a cokehead
No, I know that.
and kept doing cocaine.
Yeah, I saw
then
interviews with
went nuts.
some other people and other stars and stuff, and I guess they said that she was just a basket case. Would cause scenes and
A
like
what?
parties and stuff. A basket case.
Oh,
I was
I
gonna
thought you
say,
said batshit case, and I'm like,
well, that too.
I guess that's a new one.
That works.
But I guess she caused scenes at parties and like demeaned
yeah.
him in public and all
Horribly.
this, and yeah.
Like wouldn't let him talk to people. Like,
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
she
that.
was just an awful
No, she
person.
sounded like a lovely lady.
Yeah.
What
Sucks,
hap-
man.
what
Phil
happened
Hartman
to her?
was fantastic. That guy was
Oh,
awesome.
he was
I
great.
think she's in. I don't know.
He was
Let's find
also
out.
one of the
oh,
best.
she didn't kill herself too. I thought it was a murder.
He was one of. Yeah, it was. He was one of the best voices on The Simpsons.
Yeah, he was.
Actor Troy McClure.
Yes.
Yep.
Troy McClure was great because it just.
You might
Re-
remember me from such movies as.
I loved it when he did the school special stuff.
Yep.
You might remember me from such school specials as, and then it would be something like fucking super
Oh,
crazy.
she
Don't
did-
eat your
she-
erasers.
Yeah.
So her name was Bryn.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
So
you
her-
know, shit like that.
Her name was Bryn Omdahl, and actually, after she shot him, she killed herself.
Yeah, we just said that.
Okay, I thought she was arrested. I didn't know.
Yes, they arrested her dead body.
I remember
I
it was.
did.
It was
I'm
a
saying I thought that she was
I
arrested.
remember hearing about
was still
it.
in
Yeah,
prison.
It was a murder suicide.
This reminds me of our Kurt Cobain conversation, where you're like, "Man, she looks just like her dad," and I'm like, "What? She doesn't have a head?" I don't know why this reminds me of that. I guess suicide is probably good times. Anyway, back to the retarded people getting bet on.
Yeah. Well,
So who do you like?
I haven't followed the league, so I'm not sure who am I. What are my choices?
We got USA.
We got the it's
Jamaica.
the men's Special Olympics Unified Cup of football. So
See,
yeah, we got all these.
I want to
different
see a better
countries.
sport than that. What better sports do they have?
Did you see the video of
actually-
the blind kid playing football? Fucking awesome.
It looks like they only got football for
Well, that's
the
not
Special
cool.
Olympics.
Is it like
Hey,
soccer
if they're
football or
just-
football? Is it American football?
No, I think
How
it's
do you not see all the other sports there?
well, no, but these aren't for Special Olympics. Look,
How do you know? Click
I
on
got
one.
it on main sports here.
Okay, click on one of them, anyone, and see if they have Special Olympics baseball.
These aren't
that would be
Special
great.
Olympics. No,
You
these
just
aren't
bean a
Special
kid in the
Olympics.
head fucking 13
There's only
times in a row.
there's only the one
them
for
smarter.
Special Olympics.
They're like, this has been the cure the whole time. Let them play baseball.
Just gonna hit him over the head with a bat a couple times, and knock that stupid out of him.
Wouldn't that be great if that was the cure for everything? Just getting the shit kicked out of you. We'll get rid of that cancer for you.
Just a steel baton across the back of the head to fix it right up.
Maybe police really do love people.
They're just trying to help, protect and serve. That's
trying
how they do it.
to bring IQ points up.
Yeah, so when they're calling you an idiot and beating you, they're actually helping
it looks like they only do football for the Special Olympics right now. But like you
That
said, this
sucks,
is new, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe this is just where they're starting at.
Well, I mean,
They
who
might,
thought it
you
would be a good idea for that to be a good idea?
Well, Knoxville did a movie about
I mean,
it.
I don't
He did
know.
The Ringer, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it was gambling on it. That's the whole reason he did it.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's where they got the idea.
that's a comedy
I
movie.
imagine.
Yeah, that's also a comedy fantasy.
Well, I'm pretty
type thing.
sure that this isn't done
not real.
legitimately. I'm sure they're doing it comically, but you can still they didn't sit down at a think tank. You know what we should do?
You know what?
And
that's
seriously
not
thought that's
true,
a good
Tim.
idea.
That's not true.
that's how they
You
come up
need
with
to
shit
watch
these days.
100%. You need to watch Shane Gillis's fucking Special Olympics joke. It's great, but he's talking about it. He's like, "That's got to be a risk taker, being the first guy to mention that." Like, hey, I got an idea. We should race them. and the town down the road's been saying theirs is faster than ours. But it's so fucking good.
Race.
You gotta watch that, and then you'll realize that yes, there was a serious conversation somewhere. Like, you know what?
Oh dear, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and I don't even do it justice. It's way better than that. Yeah, Shane Gillis has a great fucking joke on that. He's got another one on Down syndrome versus autistic kids.
Oh shit!
How autistic kids are like cats, and Down syndrome kids are like dogs. It's like when you get home, the Down syndrome kid's like, "Hey, where you been? I got to tell you everything that happened to me all day long." You know, and the autistic cat person is just like hiding in the corner.
Yeah, that's not a bad analogy.
No, it's fucking great. So he's got two really good jokes on this whole subject. You got to check it out.
That's funny shit.
Have we done one in a while? Are we gonna do a conspiracy corner? It seems like we haven't done one
Next
in a
episode we
minute.
will.
Is that what-
Yeah, I got one. I'm preparing for that.
All right.
Is it about submersibles?
Yeah, that's submarine, right? What the fuck's going on with that thing?
What's submarine?
The lost submarine in the Atlantic or something like that. They were going to
I
go
didn't
look at
hear
the
anything about
Titanic
it.
and they fucking...
Oh, okay. I did see a little bit about
What
that.
are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Oh,
Them
yeah,
dogs-
submarine. That's
Things
right.
on TV news.
I don't
My
know.
head hurts.
How many submarines are in the world?
I'm sure by the time this
I don't know.
airs-
How many submarines are in the news, dipshit? Not how many are in the world.
Fuck if I know.
One.
There's a Washington
So this
based-
one's what? It's something about like they didn't get the most experienced people because
It's ran by a game controller.
Oh,
Yeah, literally like a...
It's an Xbox. It's a converted Xbox controller to run the fucking sub.
It's a steel tube.
well, hey, if it works,
and
it
then
works.
they're charging
Clearly,
$250,000 a head to go down and look at the Titanic in this thing. So they had 5 people on board.
that's expensive for head.
The CEO of the company's on there right now, so he's in there.
Yeah.
Or dead. Sure, I'm sure.
No, he's still in there.
Yeah.
You got it right the first time.
I think in the
How's his
latest-
condition? Who the fuck
Obviously,
knows?
when this airs, it'll be a completely different story, and everyone will be so morose about it. But right now, it's fucking funny. But I'm
I
sure
like how
by the
you
time it
use
airs-
morose in the wrong fucking context entirely.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
but that's fine.
Sorry.
I like how you use it as just an ender to a sentence because you're like big word, morose.
Yeah, I can't think of the word it is. Macabre, maybe, is what I was coming up with.
Macabre's not the right word either.
No, but that's closer
Yeah,
because we're talking about a macabre story.
yeah, it will be. I'm sure they're dead.
Well, yeah, they're dead. It's just like every time I see a child gone missing, I'm like, dead.
I'm sure they'll make a good Lifetime movie out of it.
And
too.
then every once in a
They
while, you
always
get
do.
that kid that goes missing, and you're like, 20 years from now, we go, oh shit, that's that kid that just got found living
Oh,
in
yeah, like-
in the backyard of somebody's house.
like Kyron that they swore they'd never
Oh,
give
that
up
one's
on.
that kid's way
Oh, I remember when that.
dead. That
was
kid
all
went
over the
missing,
news.
and then I mean, he was probably dead within 8 hours.
Yeah.
Is my guess.
Well,
on
and
that
that's
one.
the most common thing. It's like they're dead usually within the first day or two. you
Yeah, it's
know?
usually the first 48.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Pretty
bright.
shitty.
That's bright, didn't it? We
Yeah,
brought it
yeah,
up,
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
we?
Yeah, but Tim, the good news is it's mostly done by family members.
Yeah, the gal thinks the mother thinks it was the stepmom.
Yeah.
Still to this day, though, as I understand it, still goes to her house and petitions. And
Well, yeah, and
protests.
she still puts up signs on the freeway.
yeah,
I don't know. Well, I don't know if she still does. I know she used to put up signs on the freeway.
yeah, that's a good
About
mother.
it.
Bless her heart. That's tough.
Well, yeah, but it would be terrible if she found out later she was wrong.
Yeah.
Like he just
what-
got taken off by wolves, and now he lives with wolves.
Yeah,
Becomes the
and that's
next
the thing about a
Tarzan.
the submarine too. That's the thing. There's all these people holding out hope, and I was a little bit at first.
Well, I think some of the
especially
people
when the latest thing was they heard banging. They
Yeah.
dropped some pings and actually heard some
Tim,
mechanical banging or something like that.
I'm
in the
still
ocean.
holding out hope for some people to survive the Titanic. So
Yeah, maybe that's why they went down there.
yeah, they're trying to rescue people. Shit, you've only been underwater for 110 years.
Apparently, that door was a lot bigger than we thought it was.
Yeah.
They're all on the door.
Yeah.
You know,
Still in the Atlantic.
You realize that was a movie that didn't happen at all.
The irony of
course
it, though,
not.
is pretty bad. I mean, this is the CEO of the company saying he's the epitome of safety, but I also understand that he would not hire professional submariners.
That's what I had heard.
He'd hire because they would call him out. I was like, this isn't safe.
Because they're like,
He'd fire
wait.
people that would say this isn't safe. Like he fired like 2 people that said this is terrible. There's not enough safety protocols on this submarine.
Wow.
So
So that's why. That's why he didn't want to bring all the experts on.
I can just imagine it now. He's just like, all right, now everybody put a bucket on your head,
right.
and we're going to go underwater. Just breathe slowly.
He's doing that submarine stuff.
And these beep, beep, beep.
Oh, I can see it. Can you guys see it? Close your
Oh, the
eyes.
Titanic's right there.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
you got it.
There's Jack and what's her name at the front of the boat. It's
Oh,
so
man, there's a
beautiful.
handprint on a car window. Yeah,
James
that-
Cameron floats by in another in a better submarine.
Steve Sisu and his crew looking for the fucking striped shark.
There's Captain Nemo and the Nautilus.
Did you imagine that? It's a small. I mean, they say it's about the size of a minivan. That's got to be
Yeah, it only holds 5 people.
3 days suffocating with 5 people.
They hold the door is bolted down.
Yeah, they can't get out from the inside.
What?
Yeah, there's no hatch.
There's the only way to get out is from the outside.
It's just it's like a hatch that's put on there and then bolted in.
Yeah, they're not getting out of it. Someone's got to let them out.
But you're not
Holy
getting out of
shit.
it 2 miles under the
Well,
fucking
no, but
water
still,
anyway.
it
It's not
doesn't-
happening.
But that's
You
not
will
the
die.
way you do it.
Well, I
You
know,
just
but-
turn into a
but
fucking
the
pretzel.
idea possibly that they did surface, but what can you do? They can't get out. You know what I mean? Because
Just breathe faster?
Apparently, there was a ballast system was installed that if the oxygen levels drop so low, this ballast system would bring them to the surface.
Yeah.
In theory, that's what this safety.
Do you
thing
think
was.
it works?
Well, obviously not. Or if it did, I mean, still, the ocean's a pretty vast place to look.
Dude, wouldn't it be fucked up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're saying
yeah.
right now it's their search area is about the size of Connecticut.
Wouldn't it be fucked up though if they just like were in Argentina this whole time? And
I
they're
wouldn't
like-
be surprised.
And they're like,
But the CEO was in a shit ton of fucking heat for tons of lawsuits.
oh
Sure,
shit.
of course.
And he's taken down multi-billionaires with him too.
He's related to J.P.
Like,
Morgan.
I guess there's two Saudi princes with him too. That are like,
yeah, but there's 15,000 Saudi princes.
Yeah, that's
nonetheless,
true.
that's billions.
Oh, no.
There's billions behind that. So
Oh,
I'm-
no.
Shit.
I wouldn't be surprised. If
That's
this
the
was
kind of
all-
lawsuit that would, take down a small country.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. But speaking of conspiracy, that's mine. Is that this whole thing's a fucking ploy. They
Yeah, maybe it is.
staging their deaths.
Tim thinks everything's a play though. Let's not
Well,
read
yeah,
too much into
it's-
this.
Well, and I was thinking about that too. Is you
Tim
meant,
thinks magic YouTube is fucking it's fake. All of
that's
it's fake.
how magic works. And Penn said that. He said that you take the stupidest idea, and that's how the magic trick works. But people have such suspended disbelief in it; they don't want to believe that the stupid idea is the answer.
Oh yeah, that's not what I mean. You think though that everybody that is reacting to it when they're live,
Oh, yeah.
they're
yeah.
all plants. Everyone's a plant.
Well, yeah.
Not
That's
everybody.
bullshit. We're
No,
still gonna fight about this.
No, it's the acting. I can tell.
No, there's some that's acting because I think you watch the cheap fucking like.
Well, I don't watch hundreds of videos of
you're-
it, Shane.
well,
I
I
don't
know.
watch.
So
but
wait,
so you say
I've watched a
everybody.
lot.
I
So-
say the ones that I've seen.
Yeah.
I see acting. I don't see
But
all of them.
Have you never
no, but
been
you
to
showed
an
me
actual
one where I'm like, it didn't look like acting. It didn't
Have you
look
never
great.
been to a magic show and seen like a magician? You weren't a plant.
You go to a lot of magic shows, do you? Or?
I've been to them before.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
A lot of handkerchiefs pulled out of pockets and stuff like that.
Not
or-
that kind of a magic show. So those ones where a fucking like
Kevin's-
magician
Where's
does
the
their
finger
shit.
going? No, I don't. I've gone to magic stores and seen tricks shown before me. And I'm like,
Kevin's
oh, that's
favorite
cool.
magic show
I've
is
gone
under
to
the
Vegas and
Burnside
seen
Bridge.
a couple, but I've never actually gone to.
But
I've
they
never
don't
gone-
shut the fuck
they're
up
the
till
best
you're
in
the
the business.
joke.
I've never paid to go to a magic show, I guess you could say, but I've seen.
He got
tricks where
paid
I
to
was-
go to this
It's
magic
like you
show.
can go to Vegas and they have them
Yeah,
too,
I've
you know?
seen. Like I said, I've seen street magic in Vegas, where
Mm-hmm.
the magicians are like doing
Yeah.
But it's mostly just like acrobatics and stuff like that. I don't think I've actually seen some guy levitate with
No,
a big
because you
crowd
won't.
around him.
You won't. It's not real. That's
No.
Chris Angel and his bullshit.
Right. He
Chris
does-
Angel's stuff was, hey, I got an idea. Let's make a movie with special effects.
Yeah.
And then put it out as reality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
well-
bullshit.
I
all
agree.
of all
Chris
of Chris
Angel's
Angel's
bullshit.
shit was fucking nonsense.
highly edited, highly
yes,
planned.
absolutely
everything.
highly edited. He's like, this is one camera shoot, and you're like, why is it now fourth angle
Yeah.
on this fucking camera shoot?
Yeah.
We have 4 angles, and those are different people. Those are not the same people. It's a different time of the day.
That guy's
it's-
wearing a different shirt and pants.
It's funny how
It's
people
snowing now. What the fuck is going
can
on?
catch that and some people can't. Like
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
camera change and all that. A lot of people can't catch that.
You're like, his were obvious though. It's like right here, right here, right here. He's about to do the trick, and then it's 4 miles away.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're like, you're
teleported.
You're
It's
in
magic.
the Nevada desert.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on?
And
This
there's a-
isn't the same.
Now there's a plane.
Yeah, no, that show was absolute fucking. I liked it at first. I wanted to believe
Well,
that this guy could do amazing
Yeah,
magic.
but then
And then the more I watched it, I'm like,
you realize
oh,
how
this
full
is
of shit
just
it is. Yeah.
fucking like one where he had everybody hold his trash can down on top of him, and then at 3, 2, 1, release it, and he's now up in the balcony.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I could do that one too. We could make that right now.
Sure.
I could be on the roof when we're done with this fucking show.
It'd be awesome, dude.
It's not hard.
I would be
It's-
wowed.
It's called Kevin Does It on His Editing.
Yes, exactly.
That's all it is. It's editing tricks. That's
Shane
is
go across the screen.
it's
Like,
also
oh,
why it's also why I let,
Let that frame in.
we don't even edit it. It's just I'm climbing a ladder to your roof. They're like,
amazing.
we can see you.
Now this is
That's
how the
not a
trick was done.
It's not a trick. You're defying gravity by just working against it slightly.
You guys aren't amazed by this? This is fucking amazing.
You've never seen someone climb a ladder, but
We've never
no.
seen a human being cut through gravity like
Well, it's one of the reasons why I like Penn and Teller so much. They're like, look, we're going to show you things that are bullshit.
Yeah,
We're going to tell you that they're bullshit, but you're still going to watch it and not fucking understand it.
sure.
Well, that's just
I
it.
love
Like,
that
yeah,
about
the
them.
interview that he said is like, that's the beauty of magic. It is the most simple, basic answer is typically what the solution is to the trick. But no one wants to believe that because they want to believe the magic of
Yeah,
it. That's
sure.
the thing. It's like
They wanna
human
be
nature is-
wowed.
yeah. And so that's what they bank on. That's how they make their money. It's like,
Well, have you ever seen the black people reacting to magic? It's great.
yeah, they tend to overreact a lot.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Or watching black commentators' reaction videos to almost any video.
Yeah. They're very excitable.
It's more animated. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you watch a boring white dude.
He's
like,
wow.
He's just like,
Whoa.
wow, that was statistically not likely to happen, but it did happen. And you're like, cool, thank you, Poindexter. It's fucking great that you told me that. The black dude's like, fuck yeah! Just freaking the fuck out.
Punches his girlfriend.
It's amazing.
Did you see that shit?
I'm like, dude, it's so much better.
Yeah, I get it. No, but
You guys got to check it out. YouTube. It's fucking great.
We've seen it before. So did you hear about the lady in God, I forgot what state it was in, but she was at Sonic's, the fast food joint.
State of confusion?
Yeah, sure, why not? But she,
No,
she
you said what state is she in?
well,
I don't know. What's her
Denial.
status?
State of the Union.
the state of denial.
But, no, she ate into a hot dog,
She
and
ate
there was
into a hot dog?
yeah, she bit.
You
into
talk
it.
like that?
Whatever.
She burrowed
She bit
through
into
a
the
hot dog.
fucking hot dog and found a bag of cocaine.
She made a nest in a hot dog. What does that mean, Kevin? She made a nest in the hot dog? It's how I talk now. She ate it.
She was nested.
She became one with the hot dog. The hot dog entered her.
How the fuck do you... Why did you think that was a good way to start talking tonight?
I don't fucking know.
Then she found cocaine.
She
That's
found a bag of
probably-
cocaine in her hot dog.
That's neat. I'm sure that's exactly how it got
And then
there.
she had a great idea
No,
right
the
after.
That's
guy-
what she told the cops when the cops pulled her over. It's like, no, it's in my fucking hot dog.
And then right after that, she's like, hey, cop, do you want to start a bar with me?
Yeah.
Well, it turned out
Got
one
all
of the
the business
cooks,
plans
one of
written
the
out on a
cooks
napkin.
was like freaking out because he couldn't find something. It turns out he had somehow dropped his bag of cocaine in one of the hot dogs.
I think one of the best ones I've seen that's
Oh,
like
that sucks, man. I'd be pissed.
was
I
this
would be too.
was this chick who hands her phone to her mom to take a photo of her and a bunch of people, And on the fucking corner of the phone is her little baggie of cocaine that got
Oh
stuck
yeah, I
to
saw
it.
that, and she's like, "Oh,
She's like, "Oh no!" You can just see her life just like flash before her eyes.
I remember that. Well, that
So
was a good
great.
picture." Ah, cocaine, good stuff, man.
I've never tried it.
Yeah, well, one
It's
day.
sad.
One
It's
day,
sad.
man, we'll get you the booger sugar.
Oh
Once we
man,
made it.
we're gonna have to hit it big.
That's kind of. I mean, in my field of work, I found drugs before.
Oh, dude, I
I think
remember.
I talked about that big bag of weed that I ended up like driving around, and then a whole group of SWAT showed up and saw that on the back of my truck. And I'm like, oh shit,
Whoops.
it's a giant bag of weed.
They're like, "You're not a very good drug dealer, are you?"
Hey, fellas,
You're like, "No, sir, I'm not." I take it you found it hanging from the back of my truck.
You guys have never heard of advertising before?
You turn on the fucking switch to make it an ice cream truck sound.
what's that? Ew, that stuff's icky, isn't it? I don't like that at all.
I got indica sativa.
Come one, come y'all.
Yeah.
No, I found one once. It was in a cart that I was moving.
Yeah.
I opened it up, and it was just like the whole top was covered. Like probably that deep, which is, about, according to Tim, 8 inches.
No, that's 12, buddy.
It's a foot long, bitch.
From the ground.
But yeah, it was like the whole top of it, and I was just like, well, sad day. And then, goodbye.
Yep, that's the tough part about it.
I know, it's like, what a waste. Children in Africa could have gotten that.
That would have fed
Although
a lot
they
of
like-
starving children.
They caught a little bit better.
You could have
so.
gotten a Nobel Peace Prize, man.
Yeah, you could have
just
saved-
fucked it all up.
Saved millions.
I mean, not in what is that country? Not is it the Philippines? Where that dude Duarte?
What?
Duarte. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was the president. I think it was the Philippines.
Mhm.
He went on like a crackdown. Like their SWAT teams would just shoot people if they saw them with drugs.
Fuck.
No joke. Like
That's a little harsh.
Yeah, no, they just went out at nighttime and just fucking like, oh, you're out at night? You must be on drugs. Bang.
Just start
Bang.
gunning people
I mean,
down.
That's what they did.
Jesus.
Yeah, and he's like, look, we don't have a drug problem anymore.
I'm pulling it up now.
I think it was Duarte.
Latest news is the 16th, June 30th, 2016.
Yeah, he was going nuts.
Rodrigo Duarte,
Yeah.
who served, apparently just called it the war on drugs.
And just
Literally a war on
started
drugs.
a fucking war.
Yeah, against people that didn't have weapons.
They're shooting like cocaine on the ground. Like that's the type of war it is. Like, fuck you, bricks.
Shooting pot plants.
Dude. Yeah, no, they just went around and were like,
You
bang, bang,
devil!
bang, bang.
That's how you solve drugs, with bullets.
You
Yeah,
can
but
solve anything.
I
with
thought the
bullets.
cartels have been doing that for a while. It didn't really solve anything yet.
Yeah.
No, he did what he could. I mean,
He did. what
Bless
he
his heart.
could.
Yeah, bless his
tried.
heart.
He tried.
You were
what he
gonna say
could.
bless his
I
heart.
was.
He gave it the
I'm
good
trying
old
to-
college try.
Trying to reel that in a bit.
No, you should say bless his heart. That was a good time for it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the Unabomber who killed himself in prison.
Oh, he killed himself? I didn't
Yeah.
know he killed. I knew he died.
Yeah.
From
Yeah,
what
he
I
killed
understand,
himself.
he still held to his. He still held that it was not him that did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think he ever was that.
No, he. We
But-
talked about it a little bit. There was something that he said he was not involved, or he was oh God.
Well, his brother's the one that turned him in.
Yeah, something about.
Yeah, it was his
It was
brother.
an
Yeah.
FBI thing, like it was a federal thing.
Yeah, it's MK Ultra.
Yeah.
He was also part of that shit. Or
He
not,
was.
He wasn't part of.
He was a
technically
victim
the-
of it.
Well,
Yeah.
he technically wasn't even part of the MK Ultra because MK Ultra was like in the. It was
no,
earlier.
you're right. You're right.
His
It was
was
the doctor, one of the doctors that was doing that stuff, right? One of the,
his was at college
yeah.
where they did an experiment. He happened to be part of it, dosing tons of LSD.
Yeah. But it wasn't that like the earlier stuff that they led into what they were doing with the MK Ultra.
No,
and
I think his
everything?
was after that.
Oh, his was after. Okay.
'Cause I think
okay.
he was young enough to where he was in college like right after the whole MK Ultra
Gotcha.
stuff started.
Mhm.
I think, but I could be wrong on the order of that. But you know, 'cause
Yeah,
I,
I just
I
know.
don't
yeah,
pay attention
well,
to
I did
stuff.
know he was in college when that shit was going.
Yeah.
I think he was at Harvard, wasn't he? Yeah. He's
Yeah, I
a
think
super smart guy.
Who was it? Who's the guy that's known for LSD, like big time?
Timothy Leary.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. I think were they in the same school or some shit?
I don't know.
Ted Krasinski.
Yeah.
and Timothy Leary.
Wouldn't that be weird?
I think they're different eras, man.
I don't know. How old are they? I know they're both dead.
Well, yeah, now.
Yeah, they've both been. I mean,
Leary was back in the 60s and 50s, I thought.
I thought his was 60s.
Yeah.
And I thought his was might have been like 70s.
I can't read right now. I'm not in the mood to read.
Okay,
anything.
so yeah.
So just throw words out, please.
Yeah,
I'll
say
listen.
stuff.
Yeah.
Kevin, say one thing.
I don't want to read.
Kevin, can you read
Is
that
he
for
holding
us?
gigantic goggles, though?
Yeah, no, he's trying to see far.
Let me get my binoculars up really
Kevin,
quick.
now you have to put the photo in.
He's
You
definitely
have
on
to do
drugs.
it. You have
The
to
photo of
put a
Timothy
note.
Leary
Put
here.
a note. Timothy Leary goggles
Yeah.
photo.
He's got his binoculars up.
Yeah, you have to put that up there because otherwise, it's just us laughing at stupid nothing.
That's what I tend to do whenever I see stuff pull up on Kevin.
Well, okay, Timothy Leary was
Were those
a
words?
professor,
No.
but I don't see any actual.
Maybe they weren't related, but there's been so
Yeah,
many
no.
like high-profile crimes that could be potentially linked to like the government fucking putting acid in people.
Oh, for sure.
You know.
and it's actually recorded that they have done that stuff to people. Before.
Yeah, well, you've
Crack,
got
the crack epidemic, I thought.
well, that was CIA apparently,
Yeah.
or allegedly.
I got you.
I can't say apparently.
Yeah.
But no, that was supposedly the CIA, and that was also the same thing with the what's the guy's name that was in American Made?
Oh,
that's
God.
about.
Yeah, it was about.
But supposedly he was also
his
in the
fucking
CIA.
name?
He was a pilot
yeah.
that ended up fucking flying drugs back and forth, and supposedly
Oh.
he was doing it during.
Tom Cruise?
Yes, Tom Cruise.
Didn't
Tom-
he play the role, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, so apparently
Barry
he-
Seal.
Yeah,
Barry
Barry
Seal.
Seal. Apparently he was flying it for the CIA, bringing guns down in the Iran Contra thing. Or no, he was bringing it. Yeah,
No,
the
it was
Contra,
during
yeah,
that.
during
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Iran Contra thing.
But it was also
Bringing
running
guns
drugs
down in trade for fucking drugs to
Yeah.
bring back to, start the epidemic.
As one does. I mean, that's
Well,
his gig.
and
Good for
you
him.
know, the government's been basically dealing in drugs for a very long time. You know, we were in Afghanistan. One of the main reasons we stayed there as long as we did wasn't because of terrorists; it was because of the heroin,
Well, yeah, we were guarding poppy fields.
guarding and harvesting.
We were guarding
Yeah,
poppy
yeah,
fields,
right,
Kevin.
right.
Jesus Christ, they have a way of life.
They wouldn't want those to fall in the wrong hands. I mean,
Yeah, of course,
they,
of course.
They need to fall into human hands.
I wonder if we just ran out of poppy, and that's why we're like, you know what? We should probably just get out of here. Leave the Blackhawks. Leave
Yeah.
everything.
Why wouldn't they want to take their Black Hawk with them?
That's not what I said.
Leave the Black Hawks.
Black Hawk.
Yeah.
It's an H there, not.
We can't let the nation run out of poppy seed muffins.
Oh.
Yes.
What? Okay. The helicopter.
The helicopter.
All right, I got you now.
Yes.
That was kind of dumb.
We left all of this in fucking Afghanistan.
Big one.
All of it in Afghanistan,
Of
Kevin.
course, we left all of that. Jesus God.
That's what happened to Afghanistan. Just riddled with Black Hawk.
But no, so I mean, there's ties with that. There's ties with the whole MK Ultra shit where they started experimenting on LSD and seeing what that did to people. Then you got Timothy Leary going out and being like, tune in, tune out, drop out, or whatever the fuck he said.
I
I
don't
didn't
remember
pay
exactly
attention to
what-
that shit. And he's like, I'm starting the counterculture.
Mhm.
Yay.
And then we know Now we know Manson may have also been involved.
Manson was possibly
yes.
in that
Mhm.
whole thing. 'Cause
There's that book,
Well, here's
Chaos. It's all about
the
it.
weirdest part about Manson is not necessarily the LSD drugs, blah, 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 because that's what we already kind of knew about him anyway. That's what we just thought of him as.
Yeah.
It's hippie, druggy that got other people to kill people for him, right?
Yeah.
He never killed anybody.
No. At least not that we know of.
No,
Yeah.
none that he was convicted for.
Right.
But the weirdest part about it is all the arrests that he had where he got out and then never got charged on fucking crazy shit.
Really crazy shit,
That's
according to the records.
That's
yeah.
the weird part about it. Because you're like, wait a minute. That does kind of sound like this whole Barry Seal getting a phone call from apparently Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
That's what it's alleged to be.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Clinton saying, yeah, no, just let this motherfucker out.
Yeah.
Because he probably got a phone call, too.
Well, and the thing is, too, is like
From your mom.
Like it looked like it seemed like the FBI was getting
did it.
You look like
Manson
you're tuning out
Yeah,
ads.
out of
Kinda
these.
tuned
You know,
out.
Manson was gotten out of prison and jail by the FBI. there's like records of him being
That's what I
released.
mean, like,
so it's like he was.
so how do they
obviously doing
not know
something
about
for
this
them.
guy?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's bullshit. They
Like-
knew about him long before the actual murders began.
And when are they letting all the other ones out yet?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Wait, they let him out?
Yeah,
No,
he's out.
He's dead.
No, he's out.
I thought he
he's
married
out.
somebody. Didn't he marry somebody?
Yes, he married the dirt. Tim, he got married to the dirt
This tender bride.
forever. And then when we mean forever on this one. No, he's been dead what, 3 or 4 years?
It says some of the cult members are serving prison time, while some of the others have been released.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so some of them.
I think
have been
Tex
released.
is still in prison.
Yeah, he's still in prison.
because
yeah.
he kind of did all the stabbing.
He was heavily involved in all that shit.
When you do all the stabbing, you stay in prison.
Yeah.
It's a saying they have in
Well,
prison.
Then you get stabbed in prison.
That's actually called shanked.
Ah.
It's a different thing.
Oh.
Totally different, Tim. Not even in the same ballpark.
Okay.
One, you're stabbed with a toothbrush that's been filed for weeks.
I was saying stabbed as in like fucked.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely getting that.
Stabbed with a penis in his
Yeah.
butthole.
No, he was the good-looking one in the group.
That's
so
what I mean. Yeah.
you know, yeah, that's just a weird history right there. Is the whole Manson family?
It's a crazy story, and so yeah, at least.
And the
3
fact
of
that he
them
hung out
are
with like
in
the Beach
prison.
Boys and shit.
Oh, I know. Yeah, heavily.
He was a very influential person. He really
yeah.
was.
Well, and actually, his
He was really close to one specific Beach Boy.
Yeah, I can't remember
I don't remember which one it
was.
was, but that guy spent a lot
Wilson
of time
or
with the
something
family.
like
yes,
that. Something
yes,
Wilson?
Brian Wilson.
Brian Wilson.
Because he spent a lot of
Well,
time
because
with
he's
with
actually.
the family.
I don't know if you've heard any of Manson's music.
No.
It's better than Hitler's paintings. So he's got that going for him. But anyway, I mean, like if you actually listen to it, you can hear it's good songwriting.
Yeah.
He's terrible at singing, but it's decent. Like the songwriting is not bad.
Uh-huh.
So I could see how during that time period with that style,
he could hook up with musicians.
yeah,
and stuff like
during
that,
that style. But even Brian Wilson was like, this guy's a little fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then was like, but he's pretty good at playing music. Let's bring him in.
See if I can't find him on iTunes.
Charles Manson. Well, he's got
Dude.
that one-hit wonder.
See if you can find it. Seriously.
I'm pulling it up now.
I hope
Charles
it's on
Manson.
iTunes. Charles Manson iTunes.
I'm sure it's going to be just titles.
It would be hilarious if it's just got his best hits.
Killing them softly.
It's like,
Yeah, it's on there.
are you fucking
Are you
kidding me?
serious? He's really got a song on there?
Shit.
Oh my God! There
Wow, it
actually
is.
is.
All right, so everybody go to iTunes.
Look at your game, girl. Lie, the love and terror. Home is where you're happy. Cease to exist. The album's called Charles Manson.
Wow, that's.
Oh my God, it's actually here.
I gotta listen to. Some
I
of this
wanted
music at
to
some
not
point.
believe him.
That's a full fucking album.
It's a full 1967 remastered,
Wow.
20 songs.
Whoa.
If you guys want to listen to Charles Manson songs,
We are on a list now for fucking sure pulling this shit up. Oh, man.
well, yeah, everything that comes up with it looks pretty weird too.
Yeah, wow. How do you like that? That's something
Wow,
else,
somehow
man.
somebody got a song featuring Charles Manson. I don't know how that works.
So what? He like.
Probably just sampled this.
Yeah.
I'm sure they sampled
probably.
some of his music and like, oh, featuring Charles Manson, you know?
I'm not pulling that up. I'm not listening to that.
I'm totally listening to it later.
Hey, kids. Let's listen to this.
Well, since we're looking
Listen
at
to
things
good old
that,
Uncle Charlie.
since we're looking up things that are going to get us on a list,
No.
Kevin, you're
Oh,
going to
shit.
have to find. It's going to be bad. No, I'm joking.
God, yeah, let's not.
Child porn. But
Not happening.
I know
Not
it's
on my computer.
Kevin, I know it's already in your browser history.
Supposed to say cheese.
All you have to do is just open the tab.
supposed to say cheese pizza.
Oh, is that the
Yeah,
code word?
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Why do you know that?
TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, they've been talking about all over the
TikTok.
news too.
Yeah.
That's what Tim calls the underages.
Like that, there's some
all those
aspect of that
TikTokers-
Pizzagate shit that was actually true, like the code words and shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were definitely
Hillary
that's,
uses it a lot.
So that's the thing about like a fucking wild out there conspiracy theory.
There's always nuggets
There's
of truth in there.
always nuggets of
Yeah,
truth in there.
yeah.
The crazy thing is we've just talked about some conspiracies that actually have evidence to,
Sure.
which is weird that none of us really buy into the except for this guy over here.
Ooh, me?
Buy into the like crazy ones. He does. He doesn't believe in the moon. He thinks birds aren't real.
They robots.
No, they're not even, they're fucking holograms,
Yeah.
dude. We know that.
Holograms.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how
Oh,
Tim always
okay.
talks about holodecks?
Yeah.
He believes we're in one.
Yeah, this
He's
is
a
all. This
fucking
is all,
maniac.
Well, I mean, look, I do think that it's possible we're in a simulation, but
That's more possible than anything this guy believes.
well, that's kind of what I'm doing my experiments for recently. Is that whole idea that you
doing
guys
ex-
proposed about us being in a simulation,
A stipulation.
and I'm starting to buy into it myself.
what
This-
sort of
Yeah, we're in a
experiments?
simulation.
Well, like I said, I'm being fed mentally different types of things, and then they all tie into one thing, and I see if we ever cover it in our shows. So far, we haven't. But
Which this is why it annoys me. So I broke my back, and my back's still all fucked up.
yeah,
If we're in a simulation, just fix that.
right,
Just fix that.
yeah.
And then I could just be like, oh, I don't feel angry at everybody all the time.
Well, yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. But I remember, like, being a kid growing up, I always had an injury. Something always was wrong with me. From as far as I can remember, there's always either a scratch, a cut, a stitch.
You know what it
I was
is?
gonna say, that's because your body's made of like
know-
glass.
You know what it is? It's called being a bitch.
Yeah, it's probably being
I knew that would get you.
makes a lot more sense now.
I don't know why, but I just in my head I'm like, this is gonna get him. He's gonna.
But
He's
you
gonna
don't
start laughing.
you don't think about that when you don't have one, though. You know what I mean? If you don't have a scratch or a cut or something,
No.
like, something you didn't even think of. But when you have a cut, you're constantly thinking about that cut
Yeah.
until it heals, and then for a good span of time, you're not thinking about your injuries. And then when an injury comes up, that's all you think about.
But yeah, because usually there's pain associated
Yeah,
with it.
it diverts your
It
attention.
tells
to
you
it.
that
Yeah.
hey, there's a thing
Right.
down here.
And so, with the whole idea of this being a
Stimulation.
stimulation,
Yes, simulation.
yeah, anything that's out of the abnormal is something that draws our attention.
Yeah. Well, they're also like it ties into the Matrix. I know this is crazy.
Well, yeah, that's why. I
But
brought
like
it up.
the whole deja vu things.
Yeah.
They're like, no, that's actually just or the fact that we do have the Mandela effect is that they fucked up something in it
There's glitches.
and they've
yeah.
changed something, but some people actually remember the thing that they changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The laughing cow never had a ring in its nose. Laughing cow cheese,
What?
and it does.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Laughing cow, the dairy
I've
product.
never heard of it.
You never heard of the dairy product Laughing Cow?
No.
All right, well.
I thought you were talking about a real cow.
None of us. I knew you wouldn't know what the fuck he's
Y'all
talking
never
about.
heard of Laughing Cow dairy products?
No.
Oh, wow.
Do they make nothing but cheesecake, Mr. Bod?
Cheese and dairy products and sour cream and the other stuff. The good stuff.
They're good.
I guess the ice cream's
Wouldn't it
pretty
be
good,
fucked
too.
up if you looked up Laughing Cow and never existed?
Oh, shit. Now I have to. It's a red cow. I know
Glitch in the
that.
Matrix.
How wild would that be?
Or the missing children on the
No,
back
it
of them?
still
It's not
exists.
the
Yeah,
same.
it's there.
That's another term that gets used a lot nowadays is the Matrix.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah, but that's because people are talking about the whole the system,
the
like
system,
the government
yeah,
system,
yeah,
and all that
yeah.
shit. That's the Matrix. That's like Andrew Tate's whole thing.
Andrew Tate uses it a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's I wouldn't say a lot of people are talking about it. I think it's
It's-
mainly him.
Yeah,
The-
but the
the-
word is kind of fallen back into parlance. You know.
I don't think as much as red pilled, blue pilled.
Oh, you're right.
And
You're right
that's
with that.
also
Yeah.
from the Matrix, but it's a
Yeah.
reference to it versus just
True.
stating it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
But I mean that saying does work.
You okay?
Yeah, good. I'm just listening.
But that saying does work. You know, the
You got
red pill
defensive,
is.
man.
You know.
Am I not participating enough in this conversation, Shane?
Not to
I was talking about Laughing Cow. You guys fucking laughed at me, so I'm not talking anymore. You called me fat too, and I'm still hurting about
I
that
didn't
one.
call you fat
And a
directly.
Actually, he called you a bitch.
They called me a bitch too.
No, I said it's being a bitch. You were being a bitch.
Still
I
am.
bet your parents are like, look, we actually have the doctor's note. It does say being a bitch on
My
it.
mom did smack me in the face and call me a little bitch. It's true. That's where it all came from. You little bitch.
Wow, it's a twist in the story. Man,
So much
Kevin,
more
you're
makes
nailing
sense
those
now.
way better now.
He's on it, isn't he?
What the
Man.
fuck is going on?
I don't know.
And all I could see is that fucking chipmunk or whatever the fuck it was going.
Oh yeah, that chip. I
It was
remember.
a groundhog. I think.
Yeah,
it was a groundhog.
Yeah.
It all zooms in.
Yeah, fucking looks back. It reminds me of the picture you took for, the
Work?
place. Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
I didn't
hilarious.
see it. I mean, I
Just
took several. I know
Just him
that.
going like this. Or whatever. Or whatever. Just super sarcastic. And it just oozes sarcasm the whole way. It's like, I know him. That's not him. That's not him at all. He's not trying to, ooh, I'm coy. You're not being coy. What the fuck are you talking about?
The first one was me being fucking emo. I actually pulled my hair in front of my face. I really did, too. It's like,
He cut his wrist on photo.
because tonight.
Okay,
Started singing that song
I got a
to
joke. So,
It's the dark night of
so
the soul.
an emo kid and a leaf fall out of a tree. Which one hits the ground first?
Well, the emo kid is heavier.
No. The leaf does, because the emo kid's still hanging there.
It's because he hung himself, or herself, or
Wait.
themselves.
What,
He just
Kevin?
wants attention.
I've taken Kevin's role tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Explaining the obvious. And Kevin's taken my role of actually being funny.
It is true.
Got to switch roles tonight, didn't we?
Kevin, can you
It
tell us?
doesn't happen often.
Can you tell us more about Laughing Cow?
Never heard of it. Fucking guys.
No, I'd never heard of
No,
it.
I thought you were really talking about a cow that laughs.
I didn't buy that one at all.
No.
Because I don't buy the whole Laughing Cow thing.
Yeah, because they can't laugh.
Yeah. Did you know that I just found out cow tipping's bullshit?
What?
I found that out listening to another podcast.
I always heard
not
that was
real.
like a pastime.
It's
of
not
people.
real.
It's not.
Cows sleep laying fucking down.
Yeah.
I should know this because I had cows when I was a child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should have known that. I mean,
I didn't fucking hang out with them.
Well, I know, but
They weren't friends.
I mean, the only thing I see cow tipping working is you kill them and tip them over, like shoot them in the head. And
No,
tip
you
them.
can't tip them.
Yeah.
You're not going to tip
No,
them.
you push a cow, it's gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing?
And then rip you apart with its horns.
probably,
And it's
or
not
just
just
trample you.
It's not just the males that have horns in cows.
Yeah.
Some of the not all, but some of the females do too.
It's done
Yeah.
through breeding.
I did not know that.
The
I
more you
learned
know.
Something new.
Go ahead and click the more you know.
What kind of cows are there though? There's Jerseys.
There's lots of fucking cows, dude.
Let's get a
Texas
show about
Longhorns.
that. Let's get out. A show
Yeah, no,
about that.
let's get into the fucking nomenclature of each type of cow.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
the
Holy
cloven
shit.
hooved.
We don't
species.
have the more you know.
Yeah, because it's copyrighted. Dumb. Why did you not know that? The more you know, Kevin.
Here we go.
Jesus
Copyright,
Christ.
Kevin.
Oh, okay,
Got
we have
one.
it. Go ahead and save that. That's a good one.
Is
Oh,
there
hey, but
a
we
better
got it.
version of it? That was
Yeah.
kinda,
No, that one
That's-
did sound like it was
Oh, wait.
played on one of those things you wind up. No, that sounds like the end of.
That one's a little better.
That
one's a
definitely a
little
little better. Try another one. Just randomly hit something. What the fuck, dude?
Sorry about that, everybody. Wow, that sucked.
All right, so whichever one you didn't kill us with.
2,000 years although as well began I don't wanna be the splash pony.
What the fuck was that?
It just says new one.
Am I tripping or?
No, that actually brought me into a new subject. So I got
I
a
don't want to be a splash pony either.
I got a
I don't even know what the hell that is.
I got a message request from a dude that claims he's in the Illuminati, and he's inviting me to the Illuminati.
Lucky, I didn't get a request to join the Illuminati.
You showed me that.
You son of a bitch.
Based on the membership criterion of the Illuminati, we find you are a great interest in possession of a good mastery of manual dexterity. Thinks I jerk off a lot.
That's one you need to be in the Illuminati. I know
and
that.
academic proficiency. Obviously.
You're brilliant.
I know. With this, we look at you as the class that will be the platform for which you stand. I don't know what that means.
What the fuck does
To
that mean?
meet the wealthy people who can rise you to wealth, power, fame, and glory. Of course.
Somebody got
Um,
bad grammar.
No,
I
that's-
strongly
that's-
recommend that you join us
that's
in the
translated.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
Strongly recommend.
Joining us, you become wealthy and live the life you desire. Do you accept the offer?
Well, fuck yeah, you do.
I mean, how can you not?
Did
It's
you-
the life you desire,
Did you
Shane.
answer?
So, well,
tell
all
them
it
you
took.
accept?
Look, all it took was my social security number, my credit card information,
That's not too bad.
my
actually.
address,
That's not a bad trade.
and I had to sign over some stuff,
That's
but that's fine.
Hey, that's boilerplate.
And now I'm in the Illuminati.
Congratulations.
Boilerplate. It's fine.
I'm in debt, but I'm in the Illuminati.
When,
the wealth
when do they
comes.
send you the hat? Do you
I
get a
want
hat?
the wealth,
Oh.
Tim, and the knowledge.
I'd rather have the hat.
I want
So
the knowledge.
you're actually going to be able to meet that Nigerian prince everybody talks about.
I'm going to meet Klaus. What is it?
Klaus Schwab.
Yeah, Klaus Schwab.
Klaus Schwab?
Les
What the
Schwab.
fuck?
I'm going to meet Les Schwab.
Les Schwab.
You're going to get yourself a side of beef?
Les Schwab's famous.
Les Schwab's been dead for like 10 years or 15
Longer
years.
than that, yeah. They got passed a while ago.
Klaus must be his son.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's the way it works. Just because
Were you
somebody
saying
has a last
Charles
name.
Same
Schwab?
last name.
Yes, I'm actually
Charles
going to
Schwab.
I'm going to Schwab my ears.
Charles Schwab? Swap?
Schwab
That
into Schwab.
vaguely sounds racist when you say swap. I don't know why.
Swap?
I think it's the way you said it.
Oh, you think I'm
Swap?
saying the Italian slur.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking
White
of
ass
slurs.
pussy.
That got him. Yeah.
Speaking of slurs,
White-ass pussy.
Elon Musk. You hear Elon Musk is on Twitter. He's made it cis and cisgender is now considered a slur on Twitter. So anybody that says it can
Well,
be
because you
reported.
don't need the fucking any of that.
No, I agree, but still, I think it's.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I can't
It's-
call
it
him.
is kind of a slur.
I can't say he has Asperger's.
Do you know? No. Do you know why they have to? Why that movement needs those things?
Those
Cis,
signifiers,
right?
Yeah.
Do you know why they need it? So that when they say that trans, are women or whatever, or men or whatever the fuck they want to say, it's so they can go see. Because over here we do it this way. Over here, it's like you guys just made all this shit up. I don't care. Have your categories. Don't involve everyone. Stop it.
Yeah, that's
We're
the
not
problem.
all. Nobody wants to go to your party, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, and now they're putting this on like actual official papers and documentation, like they have the cis or cisgender shit.
Yeah,
that you
which
check and
is
everything.
fucking
It's like,
nonsense.
what the fuck?
Where did that even come from?
It's this stupid ideology.
Do you think it's going to hang around like everything else has? Do you think it's going to be part of life in the next 10 years?
Well,
It fucking better not be.
according to the studies, there are more suicides. So yes, I think it'll hang around. Tim.
It's play on words.
Yes, it is a play on word. Thank you, Kevin.
Very
Again.
clever. Very clever.
Hey Tim, can you pull up? Wow, you lost your name.
Oh, that's not good. I don't like that at all. That felt awful.
You're now Kevin gendered.
Oh,
I hear there are thousands of genders,
this
so
is worse.
Yeah, and all of them
No,
are
but
Kevin
seriously,
now.
like in the next 10 years, this is going to be the new normal. That's what I'm kind of concerning me.
it is concerning.
I don't think so. Because
They're
been
trying to make it the new normal.
Yeah,
though.
but there's been plenty of pushback recently.
That's true. A lot of pushback.
There wasn't much like a year
They
ago.
said the
Yeah.
same thing about drinking and driving like 30 years ago.
I know we should be able to do it. And hitting women.
But that's
I
not
get
even
it,
kinda-
Tim.
that's not really
I get
the
it.
same
You
thing.
hearken to the
Well,
old days.
I know, but the complaint is somewhat the same as, oh, you're changing my way of life, and I think it's stupid.
I think that that's different.
well,
And
Look,
they
they'll
said-
try to
and
make the
even
argument that
even
it's
the
dangerous
homosexual
to say something.
movement as well from the 80s and 90s. You know, that's a new normal now. I mean, it was very taboo back then.
Yeah,
I mean,
but the difference is
and now it's a normal thing. Well, it should always have been a normal thing.
but
What
the
I'm
thing
saying
is,
you
they
gotta realize-
also weren't trying to change language and things like
no,
that.
they weren't
back
trying to
then.
be like
That's what they're
you now
trying
have to
do
call
here.
me
Zai or Zer or whatever, all this other shit.
daddy every time you see me.
Dragon
every time.
pin.
well, we've lost a couple words that we're not allowed to say now. You know?
I know your favorite word. I get it. Kevin got us kicked off of Twitter with it.
And maybe that's
It
the-
wasn't
maybe that's-
Deutschland.
Maybe that's the case, though. Is this will be the new normal for us in the next 10, 20 years?
I don't
I
buy
fucking
it.
hope not.
Yeah.
I
No.
think that there's
I think there's too much
enough of a-
pushback right
yeah,
now.
I think there's enough of a backlash that.
I think
I
you're
mean, you
seeing-
saw what happened with like Bud Light,
Yeah, I was
these
gonna
other
say,
companies.
I was just gonna bring that up, Bud Light, and we didn't even get into the conversation about what is that fucking stuff called? Those
Beer.
organizations that are fucking grading companies,
Oh, ESG.
ESG
Yeah,
ratings, environmental, social, and what's the last one? Gayness? I don't know what it is. The last one is something.
Goose. How many gooses they
yes.
have?
No, it's Goose. You're my co-pilot, Goose.
Yeah.
Environmental, social, and governance.
Okay,
That's
so
what it is.
they're rating companies now.
Yeah, and it's because there's these big companies like BlackRock and others that essentially own like large shares in all these big companies, all these big Fortune 500 companies, and they're forcing them to go along with these ESG
Guess what Twitter's ESG rating
requirements.
Tanked.
0.
Yeah.
It's got a 0 rating.
That's because Muskie doesn't give a flying.
He doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit. He's the richest guy,
So-
according to the stats that were shown. But really, the richest
Yeah.
people are probably in the Middle East, is my guess.
But that's what they're doing. They're basically they buy a controlling share or a large share of a big company, and then they force them to follow these regulations.
Yeah,
these
and
requirements.
Anheuser-Busch actually had a 100% when they went and did the whole fucking Bud Light thing,
Yeah.
right? Now their stock's tanking like crazy because of this. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, and the thing, I listened to a podcast, and they said, I have nothing against Dylan Mulvaney for taking that up.
Yeah,
I
someone
agree
ha-
with that.
Someone hands you a stack of cash
Yeah,
and say,
right,
promote
right.
this? Fuck yeah, you
Yeah.
know you're going to promote.
well, of
There's no-
course.
nothing against
Yeah.
that person at all.
No,
No,
But
yeah,
the company's
exactly.
decision to do it that way when you don't know your audience.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Is like, who's the majority of the people that drink your product? Good old boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking rednecks.
Yeah.
You know,
Murica.
It's on stock cars.
Murica.
yeah. Dude, like college kids and
Yeah.
partiers and shit. That's what Bud Light has always been.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drank Bud
I've never drank it.
Tailgate. and shit
I don't
like
drink
that.
Bud Light either, but
I was talking to Tim
I think it's
after the show
swill.
last week, and I was saying, like, dude, I drank, what was it, Miller High Life?
Hell yeah.
Because that was, it came in a
The
32.
champagne of beers.
Came in a 32, and it was perfect. And then we had a friend that would steal us Mad Dog 2020, which was disgusting.
oh, that stuff, man.
that's
Worst
what it is.
hangover.
Gut rot.
Oh, it's
Gut
horrible.
rot. It didn't
Horrible.
matter if you just took a sip, you drank the whole
It
thing.
was made in a bathtub with a dead raccoon.
No,
Yeah,
dude, no,
no,
yeah,
that's
it's
actually
terrible
what gives
shit.
it its
That's
flavor.
what. Yeah. It's terrible shit.
On the back, it just says dead raccoon.
Well, that's
And you're
actually
like,
how
oh,
they-
that's the flavor.
Prohibition days. That's actually how they made gut rot. Was a dead animal in a bathtub and sugar
Well, yeah, you can
water.
do it with your own
Yum.
shit in your backyard, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That's how they do
Try
it
it.
in prison.
Yeah.
Take a shit in a jar.
I got some sitting under the bed right now waiting.
Yeah, jink 'em.
Yeah. Since we talked about it in that one
Jank 'em.
show, I started it up. It's
Tim's like, I have an
It's
Etsy
good
store
money.
now.
not bad. Got some on Pinterest and Etsy. That's it. What it is now these days.
It is.
Everybody's got a goddamn.
Everyone's
Etsy
got a side
store.
hustle.
Well, they have to.
You-
Literally, that you can't afford anything. Kids these days can't
Yeah.
afford shit.
No.
There's no way that they can afford rent. Rent's like what, $1,200,
It's
$1,300 a month.
insane.
That makes me wish that the guy
So
that
you
can't
have to
pay
have
your
a
rent
side
party
hustle.
came back in New York. Do you remember that guy? The can't pay my rent party. He started a new party in New York.
I didn't-
It's the can't pay your rent or can't pay my rent something party, and that was the new party. Like we can't
Was
pay
it?
our rent, and that's why I'm out here. Vote for me. He was crazy too. It was fucking great.
That's the unfortunate thing for the future is
Yeah.
their normal is going to be roommates
Yeah.
and 3 jobs.
Home ownership is
Yeah,
the
or-
thing of the past.
Or what it was for the leisure people when I lived up in Canada was the whole they kind of just lived outdoors and just traveled across the country
Yeah.
and then back.
Well, that's
and that was
also-
leisure for them. This is just going to be life
Yeah.
for people.
Well,
You're gonna-
that's
we're going to
also-
go back to the fucking
Yeah.
wagons days.
Well, that's also why you see a lot of people
Homesteading.
doing the van life stuff or,
Yeah.
or getting the tiny little houses and stuff.
Well,
That, things like that.
The ones I do see of those kind of upset. It's mom and dad bought them that
Yeah.
van.
it's the
you
same thing
know.
with the. Well, I
True.
wouldn't
You
necessarily
got
say
a
it with a lot of.
$40,000 fucking van.
I wouldn't necessarily say it with a lot of the like tiny home stuff. I think a lot of that is like rich people that are like, we're gonna live. Like
That's
the
what I
small
mean. That's what
people.
annoys me is when it's the rich that do it. Now, when I legitimately see someone that actually struggling,
And
I
they're
like
like,
their
"This is how I
feet. It's
fix
like,
it."
holy shit, good for you. You know how to fix your own engine. You actually, solar. The ones that actually like you can tell are kind of struggling. This is helping them out, watching their TikToks and getting their ad. But the
Sure.
ones that are like, here's my van life, and they've got this beautiful scenery around there, and they got fucking special.
It's a fucking
lights.
6x6, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Right.
the 6x6 is custom, dude. I know that's custom.
Yeah.
That cost you $300,000, you motherfucker.
fucking-
Oh,
mean,
for
yeah.
sure.
That's
man.
and you're just doing this on the weekend.
Yeah.
This is your weekend gig
Yeah, you're doing that for clicks.
for fucking YouTube.
But some people do live it like they do go all around the country doing
Yeah.
that shit.
Well,
but
that's
It's a
why
nice
I-
fantasy too, but
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It's a fantasy, not as a lifestyle. And
Yeah.
I don't see that being a beneficial thing at all. Like
No.
when you get sick or it's cold, there's other things you really got to worry about. I mean,
you barter, Tim. You barter.
Yeah, you got to sell yourself to make.
That's not
to
what I
make
said. I
dinner.
said barter. I didn't say fucking put your ass out.
For me, that's what bartering is.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tim's
hey.
like, how much dick do I have to suck to get a fucking
Hey
a
man, if
beer
you,
in
got,
here?
if you got the looks and the skills, you may as well use it while you got it.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's kind of depressing when I think about the future. We're leaving our kids, and it's not really us. I mean, that's what kind of pisses
Well,
me
it's-
off too. Is like
It's the
a lot of
rich
people
that
on
have done this to us.
Yeah, the
the
TikTokers
powerful.
are really coming down on like Gen X. Like, what do you guys do? You get so easy. It's like, well, I actually work, and
yeah.
I got lucky and got into the right buy time for my house.
That's the key, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to buy a house now, I mean, I know that in the areas that I drive, that there's like the houses that I look at there, I'm like, how could
There's
anyone afford this?
Yeah, there's no way that, and it's you know,
can't.
people from the South, California's coming up buying it up because it's
Yep.
super like
It's
we're-
cheap to them.
Yeah, it's
To
like, holy
them,
shit!
yeah.
This house is only $500,000.
Because this
Down
house,
in California, that'd be $5 million.
this
Yeah.
house down there would be probably $2 million.
That's what I
down there.
mean.
It's
Well,
fucking
okay,
crazy.
I had some friends.
Tim lives in a shithole, by
Look,
the way.
I
It's
had-
not the best.
Look, I had some friends that moved from
But
here
it suits
to
me.
Texas, and they said that they got a 2-story house in Texas for what we're paying for a duplex here.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Oh no, I know
Yeah.
somebody that I used to work with. I mean, I think he still works, but anyway, he moved to Texas because him and his family could go down there, and for what they got out of their house, they could buy a new house outright.
Well, that's Velvet Alley. That's what they did.
Yeah.
What they sold from their property.
Oh, I
here.
remember that.
Yeah.
He made even more though,
Yeah.
because he made like
He got out exactly at the right
Yeah,
time.
he got
Wow.
in at the exact right time for his age group.
Yep.
yeah.
For his age group, let's not say because like what 100 years ago, you could get a house for $1,500. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No, for his age group, he got in at the right time, and then sold and decided he wanted to take this shot, just see what
Yeah.
happened. Seemed to work
It
out.
worked out for
Yeah,
him.
it worked out fantastic for him. That's the thing.
Everybody that I
Yeah,
know that's
it's
moved
fucking
down there,
crazy.
they say it's been working great for them. Like,
I was
there's
looking
lots
at
of
a-
work out there,
Yeah, it's
more
boring.
affordable. But hey, it all depends on where you
I
go.
wouldn't be that bored there.
It all depends on where you go.
Texas?
Texas is
I
a
was
good place.
I was looking at a place in Wyoming, central Wyoming. a
Yeah, you'd
horse
be
ranch.
fucking bored there. It's
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
But
Why don't you say Mars?
it's a horse ranch. It's like a
Christ.
20-acre horse
Oh man,
ranch.
Tim, you'd have pick of the litter.
I would
you could
have-
fuck any one of those horses.
of the litter. No, I don't think it comes with the horses, but yeah, 20 acres for what what I'm paying for right now.
Tim's fleshlight.
20 acres?
Yeah,
What
20
you paying for
acres.
right now?
Yeah, for what I'm in right now.
Dude, that's fucking
And
awesome.
a 2-story house with like 6 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh no, I was
shit.
looking at stuff in like Georgia,
Yeah.
and not
So
because
it's
I
all about
wanted to
the
go
area,
there,
but
not because I wanted to go there, but there was like this fucking like almost Civil War plantation style home that was just monstrous.
oh, that's right up your
like
alley. isn't it?
$120,000 at the time when I looked
Probably
at it.
like,
It's like
fucking
5 years ago,
haunted
but
is
still.
crazy.
That's
All these
fine. I
angry
don't give a shit
slave
about
ghosts.
haunted fucking houses. Oh yes, Kevin, because I believe in haunted houses.
I know you don't. I don't either. I'm just.
I do.
Yeah, you're a moron. We know this. You've told
Remember,
us
this
about
house
your
is
haunted
haunted.
house.
Yeah.
It's kind of loud, but that's okay.
It's fine. People will understand. I'm being a ghost.
Yeah, you scared everybody.
Yeah,
right
no,
there.
everybody's like, oh my God, Tim's house is haunted.
Was that a ghost?
I think that was a ghost in Tim's house.
Oh my gosh, I believe.
Is that his haunted house?
God, that one never goes well.
Why is this here?
Togi was chewing on it, and it's one of my kids, so I didn't want her chewing on it.
That's your kid?
It's one of my kids. It belongs to one of my kids.
Oh, it belongs to one of your... The way you phrased it was weird.
Oh, sorry.
That's one of my kids. Okay. Crazy person. Fuck.
Yeah.
Our very own MKUltra over here. It's one of my children.
Oh boy.
It looks like an egg. I sit on it every night.
That was kind of neat.
It'll
story.
hatch.
Keep it warm.
We just found it when we were walking around in the mall, so my kid kept it. I mean, it was in a store on a shelf, but
Just, 5-finger discount.
so we found it.
It's got one of those iPhone trackers in it.
We
so
got
that-
someone chasing us. But
yeah.
it was like,
No,
we found it
that's a
fair
good
and
thing to
square.
do. Find children's toys and hope that they don't have a tracker in it for a pedophile.
Yeah.
You have all these pedophiles coming
Tim's
to your
now
door.
rethinking. It's funny to watch Tim rethink like the last 20 moves he's made. Oh, fuck.
Shit. They put trackers in those?
Well, that was a big thing for a while, was that people were putting trackers on people's cars.
I did hear something about that.
And then they would follow them to like
home.
secluded places or to their home or something like that and then rob them.
Oh.
or sexually assault them. You know, because they would do it on women's cars too, because that's who probably gets sexually assaulted more. But yeah, I know you guys would argue that.
No, I have heard about that though. Like,
Yeah.
Or they rob the house or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild that they were doing that.
Yeah.
They do. What is the iPhone tag or whatever the fuck it's called?
Yeah, I've seen trackers and they're not that expensive.
AirTag. That's what they're called. AirTags.
Well, that's stupid. Why? Why not just fucking follow them?
Because you don't have to.
Because you don't
if
have
you
to follow
always
them.
know where they are.
Oh, so you see
You
a
know
person
when they
like,
leave their
I
home.
really like their money. They look like they're rich, so let's try.
I mean, that could be more nefarious than that, but yeah.
You find out where they live. Then you know
Why
when
not
they
just
leave
rob
the
a
house,
rich
and you
house?
could rob the house.
why not just rob a
Because
rich
you can
house?
now know that their actual routine.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
they
you
leave
know
at this time
when
every day.
to rob
I get
the
that.
house.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So you know they won't be there.
I
Or-
can see that. That makes a little more sense.
You would not
then.
be good in the whole robbing people.
That's why I don't do it.
You'd have been,
Terrible.
yeah,
I'd
you'd
be
have
shot
been,
right off the fucking bat.
You'd be like, oh my god, you're home? You're like, yeah, I'm home. It's noon.
I had to take a shit. Sorry, got
I
distracted.
work from home.
It's
I
a
teach
really
my
nice-
children at home.
It's a nice toilet. It really is a nice toilet.
You're like, I'm just going door to door to see what time you'll be home. Why? I'm home now. Yeah, I want to know when you won't be. Why?
I like your stuff and I want it.
I want to fix the toilet.
I'm really bad at this. Can you help me out? I just need to rob somebody.
What am I supposed to do next? I don't know what am I doing with my hands right now.
You pull out a fucking notebook. It says step 1. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm already lost.
Yeah, that. I would not be good at that. So I'll work for my money. I mean, if you could call it work.
I don't know, man. Played enough Red Dead Redemption. I think I could do it.
Oh, I have no doubt that you could do it.
Yeah, you might be able to rob a train.
Or a wagon.
Kevin's going to take a train. Ayo.
I get it. It's
You
a
get
sexual
it?
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is a sexual thing.
Kevin's going to repeatedly have different men enter him.
Yes. He's going to be the caboose.
Yeah.
It's all caboose on Kevin's train. And actually, if we could do a recreation of what you would sound like after this.
That's the windsock.
The
Kevin-
windsock returns.
Kevin and his windsock. Kevin now has the windsock.
No, that's my mom.
You are turning into. He is Tim now.
That's unfortunate.
Oh man, Tim's sad. All right, we can end on Tim's sadness. That's always
This
fun.
guy's just beating me up today. I need it. I need a good beating.
Yes.
You need to go check out Velvet Alley's selections. They just went to another award show, did great with it, and again, their toys are getting better and better. Prices are fantastic. Go check them out, velvetalley.com.
Go to coffeebrandcoffee.com. Get your teas. They got all kinds of new flavor teas out. And
Tease the drink, not the shirt.
They
Right,
got snacks now, too. I heard they got snacks.
they do have snacks.
They have little
yes.
snack packs.
And of
shit like
course,
that.
great coffee selections. Use our promo code
GPS1.
Get 5% off your purchase.
And follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, not Twitter because Kevin's a racist. The various places. Thank you, guys. See you later.